Welcome back to my channel. Every single year, millions of giant pythons are captured, raised, and processed. Not in the wild jungles, but inside massive hidden farms. These snakes, once feared as deadly predators, are now treated like products on a factory line. Their smooth skin turns into luxury bags, their meat ends up on plates, and even their fat is melted down for oils. What you are about to see is a shocking journey. The dark world of python farming, where beauty and profit are built on the silent suffering of millions of snakes. Stay till the end, because the truth inside these factories is much darker than you think. In many parts of Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, python farming has quietly become a booming business. While most people imagine snakes slithering freely through jungles, the reality is very different. Here, thousands of snakes are kept inside long concrete sheds, packed in rows of cages, each one waiting for its turn. The process usually begins with breeding. Farmers collect python eggs, incubate them under controlled heat, and wait for tiny snakelets to hatch. These baby snakes are placed into small enclosures, and from that very moment, their life is already decided. They are not growing up to hunt in forests. They are growing up to be harvested. The diet of these farm snakes is often simple: chickens, rats, or other small animals, sometimes even leftovers from poultry farms. Farmers try to fatten them as quickly as possible, because the bigger the snake, the more valuable its skin and meat. Some snakes can reach 3 to 5 meters long in just a few years. Once they reach the ideal size, the real process begins. Workers pull the snakes out of cages and stretch them across wooden tables. For outsiders, it is a terrifying sight, but for the workers, it is routine. The python is killed quickly, sometimes by stunning, sometimes by suffocation. Then comes the skinning. The workers slice along the body, peeling off the python's patterned skin like a giant sheet. This skin, with its unique scales and colors, is the most valuable part. Fashion houses and luxury brands in Europe and America pay enormous amounts for genuine python leather. The skin is cleaned, dried, and later turned into handbags, shoes, and belts sold for thousands of dollars. But the story doesn't end with the skin. The python's meat is cut into sections. In some countries, especially in China and Vietnam, python meat is considered a delicacy. It is believed to be rich in protein and sometimes even marketed as a health booster. Restaurants serve it grilled, fried, or cooked in soups. For the companies and farmers, this is efficient business. But for the snakes, it is a silent tragedy. The python, a creature once worshipped in ancient cultures as a symbol of power and mystery, is now nothing more than an industrial product. Factories process them in the thousands every single week. By the end of the year, over 3 million pythons have been turned into bags, meat, and oil. Behind the walls of these factories, the workers live with the routine. For them, this is survival and income. Many workers are poor villagers who rely on the farms for steady jobs. They don't see snakes as sacred or terrifying. They see them as a paycheck. A single python skin might earn them a week's worth of wages. Yet, outside, animal rights groups and activists see a very different story. They argue that python farming is cruel, inhumane, and unnecessary. Unlike chickens or cows, pythons are wild reptiles. They are not naturally meant to be bred in captivity. The cramped cages, the stressful conditions, and the brutal killing methods raise deep ethical questions. Luxury brands have also faced backlash. Some companies have promised to stop using exotic skins after public pressure, but many still quietly buy python leather. The global demand for exotic fashion is strong, and as long as people are willing to pay thousands for a python skin handbag, the factories will keep running. At the same time, there is a darker underground trade that mixes with python farming. While many farms are licensed, illegal hunters still capture wild snakes and sell them through the same supply chains. This means some of the snakes killed are not farm-raised at all. They are stolen from the wild, pushing species closer to danger. And yet, the industry keeps growing. The python, once feared as a dangerous predator in villages, is now one of the most profitable reptiles in the world. Governments allow farming because it brings in money, exports, and jobs. Consumers keep buying because luxury has no limits. As the years pass, more farms open, more snakes hatch, and more pythons are processed. Millions each year. Quietly, efficiently, brutally. This is the hidden world of python farming, where life and death are measured in profits, and beauty is built on suffering. For the companies, it is just business. For the workers, it is survival. But for the snakes, it is the end of freedom, the end of life. The next time you see a luxury handbag or a shiny leather shoe, remember, behind that product may lie the skin of a python that once slithered through the forests of Asia. Millions of them are processed every single year. The question is not whether the factories will stop. The real question is, will we, as consumers, ever stop buying? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more farming content.